Student page 122. Solve the following system of equations. Y equals 2x plus 1 and x minus y equals 7. We've been asked to do it first graphically, then algebraically. So we're going to start with graphically, and we're going to go ahead and substitute some values in here. And remember, in class we decided that some easy numbers. Let's try with -1, 0, and 1. And what happens? Well, 2 times -1 is -2, plus 1 is -1. That's easy enough. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. And 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. We now have 3 points we can graph. -1, 1, 0, 1, and 1, 3. Put the line in a minute. Now we have x minus y is 7. So the easiest thing, I think, what I would like to do is I'm just going to pick 3 numbers that I know I can subtract easily. If x is 7, y is 0. If x is 8, y is 1. And if x is 9, y is 2. Nice and simple answers. So let's see here. 7, 0, 2, 4, 6. This is 7. 8, 1, and 9, 2. So now I have 3 points. I always like to find 3 points because if they don't visually line up, then I know I did a mistake in my calculations. So these make me feel pretty good. So here are 2 lines, and it looks like the intersection is right down here. And let's just circle it differently here. And we need to know what the coordinates of this point are, and it looks like it's below the -8 and across from the -15. Now we're going to have the opportunity to double check our work, and we're going to do it algebraically over here. Now, the nice thing about this is we have y equals 2x plus 1. That means if we see y in the second statement, we know what y is. We can do something with substitution. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and write the second statement, x minus y, and all of this is y. So we're keeping it in our mind, equals 7. But what we're going to do is we're going to write what y equals from the first equation, which is 2x plus 1. Now that I've written that, I'm going to go ahead and remove this part that might be confusing later on, because all we were really doing was substituting for y. Now we have to think carefully about what we've got here. We've got x, subtract all of this, so 2x minus 1, that was our distributive, equals 7. Negative x minus 1 equals 7. Negative x minus 1 plus 1 equals 7 plus 1. The opposite of x is 8. That means x is -8. And now we're back to the easy part. If x is 8, then y is twice that -8, and add 1. And that would give us -16 plus 1, which leaves us with -15. And what we have here is confirmation that our coordinates are at -8, -15. Nicely done, if I say so myself. Right, another question just like the other one. Solve each system first by graphing, then algebraically. Well, it's almost just like, except for these two are both solved for y, which is going to make our algebraic a little more simple. So I'm going to pick some values again for x, and I'm feeling like we're going to pick 0, 1, and 2. 4 times 0 is 0, times -1 or minus 1 is -1. 4 times 1 is 4, minus 1 is 3. 4 times 2 is 8, minus 1 is 7. So now I have 3 points that are going to be fairly easy to graph. 0 drop down to -1. 1 climb up to 3. And 2 climb up to 7. Need to be 4 above. There we go. Got it. We'll draw the line in a minute. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get our other points. And I think here, because of this 1/2, that I'm going to be really happy if I do something clever like pick 0. 0 is always good, but I'm going to pick 2 and 4 because I can get half of those much easier. I know there's fractions, but it's easier on us. So we have 0 and we're going to add 8. 0, 8 is going to be one of our points. Half of 2 is 1, and that's going to be a -1, so 7 when we add 8. Half of 4 is going to give us that -2, and this will give us 6. So we have some new points. 0, 8, and let's see here, that was 3, that's 7, this is 8 right here. And then we have 2 is at 7. Oh, interesting. Got some overlapping dots. That's interesting. This tells me that it's possible that we have already found our solution, but we'll find out. And then we have finally 4, 6. So go out to 4 and come up to 6. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw in our lines. Now that our lines are graphed, it's pretty clear to see that just exactly what we predicted, the 2, 7 that showed up on the chart twice, is also the place where our lines intersect. So now all we have left is solving out algebraically. Well, this says y equals 4x minus 1 and y equals -1/2 x plus 8. These sides are equal, y equals y, so why not say that these two are equal to each other? So I'm going to go ahead and take this the easy way. 4x minus 1 is going to equal -1/2 x plus 8. The half bothers me, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. Okay, that wasn't supposed to be the 2. And we'll get this over here. So both sides by 2 times 2 times 2. And we get a new answer of 2 times 4x, 8x, 2 times -1, 2. And then 2 times -1/2 x is -x plus 16. All right, I'm going to combine my like terms. I need to get this x over here, so we're going to say 8x plus x minus 2 equals -x plus 16. Notice here's my 0. We can get rid of that, and we have 9x by simplifying. 2 equals 16. I need to add 2 to both sides. 9x minus 2 plus 2 equals 16 plus 2. 9x equals 18, and hopefully you know that 9 times 2 is 18. That means x is 2. If you didn't, just divide both sides by 9. Here we have x equals 2, confirmation of our prior 2. And recall that y is equal to 4 times x, which we know is 2, minus 1. And what we get is y equals 8 minus 1. Y is 7. And we have confirmation that the coordinate is 2, 7. And we have it in so many ways that we can feel confident we have the right answer.